Okay. I think I'm all set up. Emphasis on the think. Okay. All Gucci. Hello guys, and welcome to more Final Fantasy 14 content. I feel like every day I'm starting the stream slightly later, and it's genuinely because I've been sleeping later every day, but that's because of my whack sleep schedule and nothing stream related. It's just every day I wake up I'm like, oh, I could get out of bed or I could keep sleeping, and then sleep turns out to be my favourite thing of all. But so yes, Final Fantasy 14. So we left off yesterday, we'd just done the dungeon. Emmett Selk had just dropped a whole bunch of lore on us. I don't know how much of it I believe. I personally, God, my headphones are annoying me. The hinge on my headphones keeps falling down. I seriously need to tape it in place or glue it in place. Anyway, I don't know how much I believe of Emmett Selk. I do believe that both Hydaelyn and Zodiac were summoned, like, the traditional way through Ether and Desire. But I believe they both sort of mechanically work the way that Primals do. But I don't know how much I believe of his, like, ooh, we're the good guys and they're the bad guys, because they summoned their Primal to oppress us. Because I'd like to know who summoned Hydaelyn, because Primals don't just summon themselves. They have to be summoned by someone. So I really don't know how much I trust your friend and mine. In fact, I do know how much I trust him, and the answer is not at all. I'm sorry if once again you can hear my fan. It's because my room is quite warm still. Because it's really difficult to get a breeze in here. Because my curtains are, like, as shut as I can possibly get them to avoid too much light coming in. And also, I just did laundry, so my flat smells of drying clothes because I don't have a clothes dryer, but that's too much information. Let's head in, shall we? Let me pause that and double check that. Whoops, into all this is running. My bot is alive. There we go, dope. So when we left off, we were going to go talk to the V or the Viera, pardon me, about what's going on. Sky, it's beautiful. What's happened to the sky? I've never seen anything like it. It really is. I mean, it's beautiful here, like, during the day, but at night, it's, like, truly stunning. So gonna... turn that off. You are returned, and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I'm pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in a large part to you. that the death of a single sin eater should make such a difference. As our numbers wane, so did I hope that the ruins we devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. And yet here you are, the allies being we've waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. It's really odd to see Maeve's face. I'm so used to them having the moghead. It was we who should be thanking you. A journey through the Katana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy such knowledge is an honour, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We'd but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he was still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies perhaps, but the ruins cannot left be unguarded. As long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Was Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbough shortly after you set out. If you'd return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Ardbert. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return, then. I love them so, so much. I'm less sick than I was last weekend, but I'm still not completely well. I did unlock flying, though. So, because I feel like I'm about to get level gated, I'm going to try and get some more experience by opening up the last bits of this map. There we go. Also, because now I can like fly through the forest, which it's so beautiful here. Gosh. Okay, no, I need to G-pose this one. No, I don't want that. I want colour filter. I wish you could. Pardon me, God. My cold really seems to have gone into my throat a bit, I'm afraid. I understand why you can't, but I really wish you could. Move within G-pose. I suppose that's what reshade is for, but I always forget about reshade. Actually, I think I may need to reinstall it either way, but I do also always forget about reshade. Okay, so I have to go around this way. Cool, that makes sense, but it's also annoying. Who are these friends? I need to follow them. I presume it's a fight? A fate even? Yeah. I really love the way that they've, I don't know, maybe they did it with the other expansions and I just missed it because I didn't spend as much time, like, or it's been a while since I spent time just, like, wandering around. But it really feels like, again, with all of the things, God, this is really bugging me, I'm gonna have to, like, glue into place soon. It really feels like with all of the things, they made such an effort into making it all feel part of, like, one big world, almost. And they really tried to, like... Nice. There we go. Let's try disaster. Ruination extended to 30 seconds. That's the shit that I live for. It's the easiest way to get back there. Oh, this is so lovely. Okay. Here we go. Pardon me.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky.
Nice.
Children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes.
Yeah, boy.
The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right.
I love that.
You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
Don't know about that one. I mean, we are literally the warriors of darkness, but...
wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. Please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
Man, much as I'd love to hang out with them for longer.
I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours. Now and ever after.
Sure will do, buddy.
Dark.
And you best believe I'm going to be running the realm many times over for your glamours. Oh, hey, buddy. Man, Ardbert just makes me sad. Whenever I see him now, I'm like, give Ardbert a hug. Hug Ardbert squad. We've got the Mini-Min Protection Alliance Committee. Protect Minnie, Min. Give Ardbert a hug. Let my friends be safe. Let me stop hitting my hand. Wish you could say, but I understand that duty calls and you must answer. Each night when I gaze up at the sunless sea, I will think of you, of Master Matoya, of all you've done for the Knights Blessed. Safe travels, my friends, and may the shadows keep you. If this thing falls down one more time, I'm just going to let it fall down until I get a chance to glue it back up, because it's really annoying. Considering the Blessed have only just recovered from their encounter with you and Warrens, Thancred and the others thought we should stay a while longer to be sure they're all right. For such kind and caring people, I pray they never again have to face such hardship. I love them all a lot. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we might go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Oh my. Fuck it, right. This thing's staying down because it's annoying the hell out of me. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktakavul's, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first, when we met at Mforco, your ether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from you was not negated by Hadelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. You and Yonche also suspect as much, although he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I've sorted my things here, I will join you. God, watching that, I love watching Roe on the Kopka mounts because it always looks so good. So here's the thing, is, you can see if you just saw it in spoiler chat, maybe I should move my spoiler chat up here so that it gets covered up when we go into the spoidal zone, but usually if we're in the spoidal zone, we're in a cutscene and you can't see it anyway, but if I start to think that chat is getting spoilery for that more than I want, then I'll pop up the spoidal zone, given that Osabi is a few quests ahead of me now. But yeah, I'm really getting some heroic sacrifice flags, and I'm not happy about it. Like, I just feel them deep in my bones. We took one last patrol at the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who are poisoned will make a full recovery. And when the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I've lived with the Blessed, learning their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honour to it. Still, now is not the time for doubts or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. I was absolutely thinking about heroic sacrifices, and definitely got distracted. God, every time I load in and I see somebody with the mochi tags, I get confused. Sorry, distracted by talking in spoiler chat. So, yeah, I think, sadly, I think Osabi and I have possibly cracked it. I'm really feeling a heroic sacrifice a la the end of Mass Effect 3, which I don't know all the details of, but I do have a vague idea about. I'm feeling that heroic sacrifice in my bones. It's gonna happen. And we're gonna be like, well shit, we're full of light and we need to take it somewhere. And then Ardbert is gonna be like, oh bro, let me do that. And then already ghostly heroic sacrifice, and then I will walk into the sun. Because I love Ardbert and he makes me very sad, right? As much as I love the feather, I'm going back to my glamour. Actually, when we're in the hotel room, I'm gonna change that. Okay, right, onward with things, not just chatting. Be productive. Hey there, kidder. Getting bored of those 2-nut marks, I'll wager? I think might have been enough to get the blood pumping and the heart racing before, but it's only a matter of time before the excitement fades. You know exactly how you feel, my friend. I myself can think of nothing more exciting than being driven to my mortal limits, to be forced to bring fang and claw to bear when weapons shatter and you're scrambling to survive with whatever is at hand. Who are we to deny you that singular sport eye? That's why I've recommended you for 3-nut marks. Be proud. Soon you'll be dancing with death herself. Wished 3-nut marks. So you approach. Also, Haldor's been climbing day and night for you to be granted permission, so there was that too. It filled with fire passion, and as though he lives vicariously through your tales. In any event, if you desire greater challenges, then you may have them. You are no use to us dead or horribly maimed. What a beautiful phrase. Okay. All quests will be upon reaching level 80. Dope. Okie dokie. Let's do this. It was the passing strange to the crystarium so seemingly desolate, yet it appears old as well. That's true, it does. Huh. Huh. Hopefully the others will arrive before long. I knew he said he'd be watching the shadows, but doesn't it seem wrong to leave without at least telling him itself? No, it really doesn't. All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alfie and Alice have yet to arrive, but where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alfie now, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika? Fucking dead, mate. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Umar has but recently dispatched soldiers to all quarters of Norvrand to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. Speaking of Umar, what came of your meeting with Valkyrie? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you're all tired as well, having travelled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I'm calling it. He's Grahat here. I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. If it's settled then, we reconvene after everyone has time to settle in. Nap time, buddy. I, like, absolutely 210% think that, click on this. Pendants, this is what I want. So here's my thinky thoughts. At some point in either the future or the past, I reckon way down in the future, Graha is like, hang on a second, teleports rather than being summoned to. Unless the Crystal Tower is something that exists. So he's sort of making that up, I'd say, perhaps. The Crystal Tower is something that exists in all versions of the first. It's like this thing that holds them all together. Let's look up some need to look something up real quick. And according to ancient scriptures, crafted a resplendent tower forged entirely of crystal, achieved from the sun. 1, 3. Fortunately. So it definitely was created by the Allegans, which is what I thought. Maybe he is Graha. I don't know. Welcome back, sir. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it? Well, your room has been made ready. If you care to retire? Very good. I pray you sound sleep and pleasant dreams. What do I want? Direct hit. Time to go into a haunted bed. Or haunted bedroom, I should say.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside.
Yep.
You look the same as you ever did to me.
Yep. I must stay the course. For the others.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
I think she works mechanically like a primal.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade.
But also having that makes it a lot easier for like some of my other characters
Villains,
to actually do
heroes.
things.
All a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbough look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet
Oh, but
after the
stop
storm.
it, you're making me sad.
I always took comfort in that.
Oh boy. Right, I'm going to take us to the Spodal Zone. But I'm also going to turn this off.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting
Damn,
seems to have
Steve, you
taken
look
its
good.
toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear,
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Don't like it?
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
I understand they mean,
In the
well...
manner of his royal remains, you mean?
I understand they mean...
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game.
Wonder if Xenos...
Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
hid Mastian all this time.
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
My precious.
I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
God, Garlemald looks so cool. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Big oh no energy. Concerned cat. Big concerned cat energy. Nice. Right. Ah, I suspected you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such commotion. An entire host of sieges appears to be advancing around the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, we are safe as long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, though I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot see your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you remain under no such obligation, and thus are free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Exeter tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succour to those there. Sorry, I don't have that ability. I will super quick. Because I wanted to update my glamour real quick. November 1 glamour 8. I want to remove that. What's the other one I wanted to do? Hello. I hope you are having a good evening. Hope things are going well. Why can't I drag and drop in there? That would make life so much easier. anyway. Diaspora ring of casting. Fuck. Shitballs. Fine. What do I currently have equipped anyway? Skaven ring and a Rabble Keeper's ring. Okay, well. Do this. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. Move Ultima Band. Okay. Yeah. Why does that show up as something I can't wear? Oh, I'm already level 7. Oh, fucking mystery. Anyway. That's what I wanted to do. Cast Glamour. Remove. That's better. That's better. I still really like the feather, but oh, before we do that, actually, I want to see. Do this quickly. There we go. No, I didn't want to deal with you. Put that there. Grab a nasty coin. I will put here. Put that back. Oops. Okay. I really need to move these at some point. Brain just like went completely dead there for a second. So what is this? But sing the word that your beautiful branch do what only she can. Trust all tool items. This is what I wanted to do. Open armory chest. Right, what have I got? Gunbreaker, pugilist, monk. Right, so I want to go here to. I need more inventory space. I need more of. I need another retainer is really what I need. Just put that there. I'll sort these out later. Okay, never mind. Nope, there's no point in doing that. I'll run through these and like actually sort them out at another time, but for now all I can think is that I really I'm gonna hold on to that because I will need that in a minute. Put that here. Really need another another retainer even. I need to repair that so that I can put up my glamour dresser. But that's okay, I'll do that at another point. Let's actually get on with the story now. Instead of getting distracted by poking at my glamour toilet. So we want to head over this way. I've also got a class quest to do, but this feels it doesn't to me feel like a good spot at which to like take a break and do the class quest, so pick that up in a mo when we've got a bit of a break. I suspect we might be going back to Armorang soon, in which case that'd be really good timing. My audio up a little bit, turned it down because there was some voice yesterday. A few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Maeve! I'm only just returned from Armorang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea where this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussion in favour of action. The Crystal Exarchs are preparing to deploy Barret around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he's able to do so should be our first concern. Number of instruments placed throughout the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I'll deal with the northern apparatus. Will you handle the western do? There are console platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. You got it, buddy. Okie dokie. Head over this way. I like this. Good spooky music. So it's just really nice to see these cities where there are lots of people hanging around, and like it feels very realistic. I was talking to Osabi about this earlier and recently, but it really feels, lots of this expansion really do feel, it's like the world around you feels realistic. It's not just like, how do I word this? So that's what these cool things were for. Dope. Not gonna dupe-us that one. Looks better as we're running towards it. But it really feels like stuff is happening around you, and like you're in almost like a real zone that exists in its own time, rather than being like, and here's this gated off bit of area that will only exist while you're here to do story, and then after that it goes back to being empty. It really feels like the world around you is real in a very odd, specific, excellent way that I am a big fan of. Also, in our spoiler chat, the reason I moved it is because currently the only people online are Ostaby and I. Oh no, E is here as well, but in a cutscene. But certainly the only people in this particular link shell are Ostaby and I, and Ostaby is about a quest ahead of me. So, oh, well, my game just crashed, so that's great. Let's open that one up again. That was unexpected. Okay, don't know what happened there. There we go. Okay. Seriously, no idea what happened there. Oops. Discord overlay. Yeah, that was a unfortunate mystery crash. Anyway, Osterby is about a quest ahead of me. So I may be covering up spoiler chat. Because I can just, like, not look at it if I think it's getting too spoilery for me, but if I cover it up with the spoiler zone, then we can, Damn, son, we need some of this for home.
Senator sighted! They're coming!
Also, I know that you use the honeycomb pattern because they interlock well together, but it always makes me think of Secret World. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life, I'll be like on my deathbed, and I'll see a bee and I'll be like, ah yes, Secret World.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
But for how long, Alfie? For how long? Takes Alfie by the neck and shakes
That's
him.
good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
You got it, bud. God, I just want that Revel casting dress so much. Okay. Let's do it, Alpino Savage. If the numbers of Eaters reach us any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Let's do it, buddy. Slash flex. Oh boy. God, I really do hate it. Hell, here and now. Frictionet's like, maybe I made a mistake. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Crystarian forces are engaging cities at various locations. System in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. You got it. Although decimated would mean that 1 in 10 of them survived. Right. Okay, I'm trying.
Let's give it our all.
In 2 levels I'll be able to spread Ruination around, and that makes me very happy.
Help is at hand.
Okay. What do you mean cannot use yet? Okay. here like hitting tab until something appears that I can attack. There's eaters. They're moving towards Radiska's round. We should follow, but we cannot neglect those in need of aid. Trying, but I've got this issue whereby
Leave the healing to me.
okay, Alfie. Hang on, Alfie, are you... No, you've still got an Eggy. You just got unfairly good healing for a summoner. Noted non-healing class summoners. On other people, hurry up and spawn. I've only got 5 seconds left. Time the arrival, Maeve. I have my hands full here. I'm trying. Oh. Let me know if its sound is too loud, by the way, and I will turn it down. Wicked white. Nice, thanks for the buff. Ah, fuck. Why did I do that? I've just entirely wasted my Firebird trance there like an idiot, because for some reason I thought I was going to get into another fight. That's annoying.
I shall protect you.
You will rue the day you crossed my path.
God, I love her so much, but I'm also terrified. I am not a tank and this is very bad.
It was nothing.
God, I love her. Okay, where are we off to next? A most impressive trick indeed. So if you're none of your own, let's make for the imperative, shall we? Someone hath made short work of these Easters. These Eaters even, not Easters, Jesus. Hey Thancred, hey Min. Maeve, you'll be glad to know that the locals have taken shelter. Nevertheless, we can't allow the Eaters to gain any ground. With me, I mean, I was already, like, ahead of you, but okay. God, I love Sumnus so much. It just feels so cool. Like, oh yeah, I summon a dragon, and then I go into Firebird trance, and then I have a Firebird, and it's just so cool. Damn it all, too late. That was a sprint. I'll follow the Yuta. You press on to the imperative. Okay. I'm staying with you. God, Mini-Min! We've lost too many already. We must hurry. These Yutas are too organised. They cannot merely be acting on instinct. I get the feeling we're going to appear here and see that it's all gone to shit. Yep. Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit. Four DPS and a healer walk into a room. Everyone dies because the DPS pull without thinking. Okay. Oops, I should turn my I'd probably like, I should probably Oops. The other thing I should do is be better at timing this. I should do a pain flare. That's what I should do.
On your feet.
What's... What on earth is... confused by whatever's going on there with whoever that yelling is. God, this is awful. This is bad. There's too much going on here. Angry honking. Go. Yay, thank you, Yoryonshe. Thanks for the deeps. Okay. Oh no. Please don't aggro onto me and baby. Okay, yeah, no, I understood that, don't worry. More the question of, what the fuck, how do I do this? Please stop it. Oh, fuck me. I'll be able to do things in a minute. Just give me a minute until I can go to the red bug. There we go, that's better. Okay, Alfie.
I will not be outdone.
That looks very cool, and I want it. Except also, I can also summon, like, Bahamut and also a Firebird, so, like... Yet more still come. Oh my. Hey everyone.
If your tales will suffice, my strength is yours.
Oh,
May the 12 guide you.
what am I doing? Dying.
Stars shall grant peace.
Let's give them a show. With heart and steel.
Nice. Oh, Alice, you're so cool. You're the best. Have to take a screenshot. It's law or something. There we go. Whew. Only mildly very overwhelming. It's gonna be so much fun to do that on Dragoon. I'm so excited. Can you hear the sarcasm? Wow, my lighting really ain't good right now. No, that's just gonna backlight me.
There are so many.
Lena, no! Ah, Mini-Min, you're so cool!
Lena, hold on.
No?
They turned on me.
No? Illegal. All of this is illegal.
This one is mine!
This is all very bad.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right. Run! Run, damn you! The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
No.
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
No!
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back. Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
Stop making me sad, Ardbert.